Alright, I'm just gonna come out right here and say it. Cat people, we apologize. We've done a lot of videos about dogs, but we've realized we rarely talk about your favorite furry companions. To rectify that, today we're gonna talk about those lovable little furballs of yours, which if it weren't for them, YouTube as we know it wouldn't even exist. Also, probably like half of the internet in the early 2000s. To make this video even more special, we're not just going to talk about your common variety house cats. We're also going to talk about the rarest of the rare. Like the one on number 1, for instance. Not only is it extremely rare, it's also one of the newest cat breeds to have been developed. Stay tuned to find out more about that and other rare felines as we give you, in no particular order, the 10 rarest cat breeds in the world. Number 10. The Turkish Angora. Turkish Angora come from the Ankara, formerly the Angora, Turkey, and are recognized by their characteristic silky white coat. The earliest written records that mention the Turkish Angora come from the 16th century France. By the start of the cat fancy in Europe around the late 1800s to early 1900s, the Turkish Angora was a well-established breed. Some of the earliest breeding programs for the Turkish Angora started in Persia in the 1900s, but disappeared as a separate breed. However, in its native Turkey, the Turkish Angora was bred at the Ankara Zoo to preserve the unique cats. Owners of a Turkish Angora know just how much these cats love attention, and it's recommended that these cats be left alone for no more than 4 to 8 hours a day. That being said, these cats act well around people and their life expectancy is anywhere from 15 to 18 years. These social and intelligent creatures are also known for having heterochromia, a mutation that gives them 2 different eye colors. Number 9. The British Shorthair. Known as one of the most ancient breeds to exist, the British Shorthair remains as the most famous pedigreed breed in all of the Great Britain. This was the cat that inspired another famous cat in literature, Alice in Wonderland's very own Cheshire Cat and the "I can has cheeseburger" meme. The British Shorthair, while originally coming from the farms and streets of Britain, is also considered to be the first cat of the cat fancy. The father of this breed is Harrison Wyre, who is thought of as the first professional cat breeder. He is known in cat fancy history as the father of the cat fancy, and not only was he the first professional breeder, but he also determined the rules for the very first cat show, which was held in Britain in 1871. The British Shorthair is a very pleasant cat to have as a companion. She's easygoing and placid, and she is also fiercely loyal and a loving cat and will attach herself to every one of her family members. While the breed loves to play, she doesn't need hourly attention. If she's in the mood to play, she will find someone and bring a toy to that person. The British also plays well by herself, and thus is a good companion for single people. Number 8. The Havana Brown. Havana Browns were purposely developed in the early 1950s in England by a group of British cat fanciers. The group bred chocolate point and seal point Siamese cats with black domestic shorthairs to produce the chocolate brown Havanas. Early on in the breeding program, Russian Blues were introduced to the breeding stock. The Havana Brown was first recognized as an official breed by the Governing Council of the Cat Fancy in 1958. Initially, the breed was called the Chestnut Foreign Shorthair, and its name was changed to Havana Brown in 1970. In North America, the Havana Brown breed standard has stuck to the original Havanas that were brought over in the 1950s. In 1998 and 1999, Havana Brown breeders in North America were permitted to start breeding with unregistered black or blue domestic shorthairs, certain colors of Oriental Shorthairs, or chocolate point or seal point Siamese to increase a limited Havana Brown gene pool. Number 7. The Egyptian Mau. This short-haired breed of cat is recognized by its famous spots. That doesn't really sound like a big deal, but in the fancy cat world it actually is. Spots rarely occur in domesticated cats, and the Egyptian Mau only being one of the few. Maus like to sit up so high and survey their surroundings. They're excellent jumpers and climbers and should have perches in cat trees to make their own. If these are not provided, the Mau will create her own perch on the top of the refrigerator or on bookcases. Here's a fun fact for you. Egyptian Maus are the fastest breed of domesticated cats and have been recorded at running speeds of up to 30 miles per hour. Not only that, but they're known for having quite the musical voice and friendly personality. Number 6. The Tonkinese. These adorable little cats are a true crossbreed between a Burmese and a Siamese cat. Their coats are known to come in 4 different color variations: natural, champagne, blue, and platinum. They can also be distinguished by their signature aquamarine colored eyes. While planned breed of the Tonkinese didn't begin until the 1960s, early versions of the breed in all probability have been around for hundreds of years. Since Burmese cats, originally called copper cats in their native land of Southeast Asia, existed in the same regions as the Siamese for centuries, planned or unintentional crosses seem likely. The Tonkinese have a winsome personality. Not surprising since the Burmese and Siamese are prized for their temperaments. Faithful followers say the Tonkinese has the best of both breeds. Its voice is milder in tone than the Siamese. However, it does believe in feline free speech. In other words, these guys won't give you a lot of quiet time. Number 5. The Karelian Bobtail. Karelian bobtails have been on the Karelian Islands for at least 200 years. There is a disagreement as to how they got there, though. Some people believe that members of the Russian military originally brought the cats to the island. Others believe that the short bobtail is a genetic anomaly that developed due to isolation on the islands. Both of these theories could be true, but the cats may also be distantly related to the similar Japanese bobtail cat. It's a possibility since the country of Japan isn't far from the islands. Their coats are constantly shedding, so calling them high-maintenance pets is a bit of an understatement. Just like the Egyptian Mao, the Karelian bobtail is considered to be extremely vocal and is often heard meowing, especially throughout the night. Not a good companion for light sleepers. These cats make for especially good pets as they are moderately affectionate with people but still like to have some quality time for themselves. Karelian bobtails are a relatively healthy breed, but owners should watch out for diarrhea and feline lower urinary tract disease. Other than that though, these cats should be expected to live around 14 to 20 years. Number 4. The Sphinx. This hairless breed of cat was created through selective breeding back in the 1960s. Although these guys became famous for being hairless, the fact is they actually aren't. Instead, their skin is covered in fine hairs that are said to resemble the feeling of chamois leather. Because of this, they lose more body heat than their hair-covered counterparts. The Sphinx is used as his toes like fingers to investigate anything that catches his interest. His wrinkled face, big ears, and lemon-shaped eyes give him the expression of a wise and kind alien. And his rounded belly makes him look as if he's eaten a really large meal. The Sphinx has been described as being more dog-like than an actual cat because of their very friendly attitude towards strangers, and they greet their owners at the door. They can live to be around 13 to 14 years old and require a bath every 1 to 2 weeks before the oils in their body build up. Number 3. The Serengeti. The Serengeti cats were first developed by crossing a Bengal and Oriental Shorthair. They're spotted cats, which are, as we've previously discussed, a rarity among domesticated cats. They have long legs and very large, round-tipped ears. They also have long necks that blends with the base of the skull without tapering. These cats make wonderful family pets because they can get along with just about everyone. They're friendly and self-assured and will happily interact with humans of all ages, as well as other cats and pets. While they may be a little shy at first when they're introduced to a new environment and new people, but once they get used to you, they'll always want to be around you. This breed is known for its high level of energy and extreme agility. Don't be surprised if your Serengeti loves to jump onto the highest places around the house, or go running from one room to the next as fast as possible. Another cute feature of this breed, well, cute depending on who you ask, is the fact that these cats tend to be quite vocal, so they'll love talking to you whenever they can. Now it's time for today's best pick. Today's best pick may look like a cute and cuddly domestic cat, but it is definitely a wild one, and extremely rare to boot. Find out what it is next with number 2. The Caracal. Although they look like house cats, caracals are a wild variety of cats that live on rocky hills or grasslands in the Middle East, Africa, and South Asia. Most caracals grow about 3 feet long and can weigh over 40 pounds. The feline is usually most active after sunset, and this cat likes its me time. Adults spend much of their days alone, hunting for birds, rodents, rabbits, and gazelles. Yes, I said it, gazelles. They are excellent hunters. A caracal crouches in the tall grass, eyeing a bird perched on a nearby shrub. Suddenly, the wildcat bursts from her hiding spot and bolts towards the fowl. As the bird takes off, so does the caracal. She leaps up 6 feet and swats her prey with her paw, causing it to fall to the ground. Then the cat scoops up the bird in her mouth. The body of a caracal is built for sneak attacks. They're super fast, and with foot pads cushioned by stiff fur, they make practically no noise as they sprint towards their targets. The animal's strong hind legs allow them to jump 6 feet in the air, the height of a tall adult human. Tufts of hair on the tips of a caracal's ears may enhance their hearing, making it easier for the cat to listen for prey. These hunters have a softer side too. Mother caracals, which usually have 3 babies in each litter, like cuddling with their young, and the babies cuddle each other too. Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15% of you watching are actually subscribed. Come on guys, what's up with that? Can you guys please hit the subscribe button? You guys watch my videos every day anyway, so you might as well subscribe and keep up to date with every video we put out. Number 1. The Minskin. The Minskin cat is named for its miniature size and soft as cashmere sparsely coated skin, highlighted by short, soft fur points on the extremities. This includes their face, ears, legs, and tail. The Minskins are only a decade old and is one of the newest cat breeds. They began to be developed in Boston in 1998 by breeder Paul McSorley, who achieved the look and personality he wanted by crossing the Sphinx and the Munchkin. Like with all hairless cats, or rather nearly hairless cats to be more appropriate, grooming is a breeze for this breed. They hardly have any hair to shed and only require regular bathing to remove the oil buildup on their skin. The Minskin has very short legs, but they retain the same level of agility as any other active breed. Outgoing and affectionate, the Minskin likes the company of its humans and is especially good with children and other pets. Intelligent with a decidedly determined air, the Minskin is a friendly and entertaining companion. They adapt unusually well to new surroundings, quickly making themselves at home and thriving. They have an endearing eagerness to please and communicate their needs well. They're also not too loud, but they easily make themselves understood. Do you want to have any of these rare felines be your furry companion? Let us know down below in the comments. Also make sure to check out the channel's other amazing videos. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later, everybody!